Now, there was an exchange on the House floor, and I want to give you a feel for just how detestable Barney Frank is. Now, many of you already have nothing but contempt for this man, since he was involved in destroying the housing market, since he was involved in undermining the financial services market, and since now he slobbers all over the floor of the House as if he knows how to fix everything that he helped undermine. He's an idiot. And a slob. And I'm going to prove it to you. Now here's an exchange between Barney Frank and Representative John Culberson, Republican, Texas. I've met him. He's a good guy. Cut 1, go.
If I could, sir, would you just please answer yes or no if you read the 1,100-page stimulus bill before the
gentleman's
vote?
time has expired.
Gentleman, an additional minute. Additional minute.
The gentleman is recognized for an additional 1 minute.
Did you read the bill before the vote? There's your answer, Mr. Speaker. It's, I think, a terrible injustice to the taxpayers of America that the liberal leadership of this House is jamming through $800 billion spending bills without committee hearings, with very little committee hearing, less than 12 hours notice, without the opportunity for members to read the bill, a majority that promised to be the most transparent, accountable, and honest majority in Congress in history. Underneath the president who promised that he would not sign a bill that was not laid out for at least 5 legislative days. The member from Florida walks away from the microphone. The author of the amendment before us can't even tell us if he read the bill.
This is really extraordinary. What you have just heard is a denunciation of something that was done by the Congress a few weeks ago and a refusal to undo it. I have never seen people, Mr. Chairman, so attached to something they hate. This is presumably a psychological disorder, which I am not equipped to diagnose.
Shut up, you slob. Just shut the hell up, you fool. This is why I'm for term limits. Absolutely for term limits. Here's a guy who none of us get to vote for. He obviously comes from a district, a majority of whom are drones. They send this ass to Congress. And look how he mumbles and mutters about nothing. He's denouncing something that was done by Congress a few weeks ago, and Congress refused to undo it. I've never seen people attached to something they hate. This must be a psychological disorder, which I'm not... What are you talking about, you fool? You didn't read the bill either. You're just part of a mob, a frenzied mob. A bunch of circus clowns. This is representative government. What the hell do you represent, Franks? Barney Frank? What the hell do you represent? Good government? Limited government? The Constitution? Fiscal responsibility? None of it, you creep. And they say we on talk radio. We're the problem. We're out of control. You hear this, idiot? Well, we're not done. Cut 2, go.
Speaking about being undone, my Republican colleagues are being undone by the loss of their whipping boy.
Mr. Chairman, would you yield? Would you yield?
I will yield.
Mr. Chairman, truly all I ask is transparency. All we ask is time for the taxpayers and the people of America to read the bill.
I will take back my time. I will take back my time. The bill under consideration is 5.5 pages. I believe even the gentleman from Texas could have read it by now. And if the gentleman from Texas has not been able to read this 5.5-page bill, I'll talk long. Even if he reads slow, he'll get it done. My colleagues on the other side, it's kind of like kids who have had a toy bear or a blanket. And this security blanket means a lot to them. Their security blanket is being able to complain about something that happened before the break. This bill undoes what happened before the break and makes it a nullity. They, at some point...
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. The idea that a man who is in part responsible for the economic circumstances so many Americans face today is in our country still given the soapbox to stand on and lecture the rest of us is amazing. Now, you drones out there, you like to point to these magnificent totalitarian systems like they have in China. In China, if you manufacture toothpaste that has lead in it, they take you out back and they execute you. In China, there's a real price to pay if you make a mistake or if you're corrupt. Now, for us conservatives, that's a hideous system. But it's a form of tyranny. A hideous tyranny. In our country, if you destroy the currency, you destroy the housing market, you destroy the banking system, or at least in part, you're said to be compassionate, you get a chairmanship, and you slobber all over TV endlessly, and you're treated like some kind of a rock star. Nobody dare question you and really pin your shoulders to the wall. Nobody. That Barney Frank, such a smart guy. Oh my God, he's so smart. Smartest guy ever. Geithner. Oh my God, he's so smart. He's another one. Genius. Chris Dodd. Oh, smart guy. Genius. Incredibly smart. Obama. Oh, smart as hell. Smartest president ever. Yoda, his IQ, oh my God, through the roof. Smart? You know what? They're all a bunch of morons. Ideologues and morons who are driving this country further and further into the hole. I just dream of the day. You know, where would we be without Congress for 6 months? Without this administration for 6 months? You know where we'd be? In Nirvana. That's where we'd be. In Nirvana. They keep pestering us. They keep picking at us. They keep demanding things from us. They keep attacking us. They keep telling us what to do, what not to do. Hell, this is America. Do they get to do that? They're not supposed to. And yet they do it. And they're praised for it. Well, take charge guy. These are take charge guys, and they're going to deliver. Deliver what? Well, listen to what they say. We have reporters, as I read to you the first hour, McClatchy. They just take notes. Okay, it's off the record. Oh, okay, I can hear Emmanuel now. Hey, it's off the record. Okay. What? Obama saved the summit. Okay, how do you spell summit? One M or two? He saved the summit, the Chinese and the French were at each other's throats, so he came up with a solution. What was the solution? It will be noted. Oh my God. Genius! Genius! That's right. It will be noted. Don't use my name. It's against policy. Okay, I got it all. Set. Obama saved the summit. With just 2 words. And there it is, the article. Oh, then we have Barney Frank on Meet the Depressed. Oh, let's hear what Barney Frank has to say. Barney Frank is always wrong. He's an idiot. Just because he talks fast, just because he has spittle dripping down his chin, doesn't mean he's smart. He's an idiot. When you're wrong all the time, you're an idiot. That's so smart, this Barney Frank. Well, I mean, they're from Texas. I mean, we've got Daffy Duck on the floor of the House. Daffy Duck! Oh, so articulate, Daffy Duck. Culberson. Makes a hell of a lot of sense. Now, he's a dummy. That's right. He's from Texas. Can't trust that guy. You know what I'm doing? I'm talking to myself now. I can't help it. I have to talk to myself or I'll go crazy. We'll be right back.